What's up, YouTube?
So this is the trend now. We just need, next episode we're going to try to get Peter McKinnon here. He'll do it right.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome to our channel where we try to predict the English Premier League game week every week. Always chasing that perfect 10 out of 10.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you like what we're doing, please turn on your notifications. Let's go.
Alright, so we're recording a little early since we have time during the international game weekend.
That boring time.
Yeah. So we got time to drink with our friends and go out a bit on the weekend at night.
Go on vacation.
Yeah, go on vacation. Yeah.
Yeah, we're both going to Japan, but just separate times.
Yeah.
So we had to bring this episode early.
Forward. Yep.
Yeah. Both literally and figuratively, because it's pretty early in the morning now. We've never recorded this early.
I don't think so. No. Oh, yeah. All right. Cool. So first game, West Ham versus Spurs. Both teams have their main keeper injured. West Ham lost 3-0 at Burnley. So it seems like their away form's just like Norwich. Now Spurs, on the other hand, drew with Sheffield at home, where VAR ruled out a Sheffield goal due to an earlier super tight offside pass. I really don't agree with VAR here. That incident was just way overboard.
What's wrong
with VAR?
I think.
To me, I think if it's that close that you need to spend 5 minutes reviewing it, then it's insignificant. Because basically he's done his job, right? At training, teams train to keep in line. Yeah. Like the bodies to keep in line, and he did that. And he's not gonna I can't stick my foot out while I'm running 2 centimeters. So yeah, I think VAR is great in terms of technology, and we should use it. But the rules and how they're using it at the moment, it has to be reviewed.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
That's silly.
But in its current form, I don't think we should be using it. This is my concern, my complaint at the beginning. It's taking away from the joy of it. You score a goal, then you need to wait 5 minutes to celebrate. You never know what's going to happen. Plus then, when it's no human being could tell the difference in that scenario. It was so tight.
Yeah, it was super tight.
Why choose to take away from the joy of the game?
They ended up in a draw, but yeah. So West Ham versus Spurs. I think Spurs have been pretty unstable or inconsistent, I might say. So look, West Ham haven't been the best, but they don't get the goals away. But at home, possibly could come back and hit 1 or 2. And in that case, Spurs might not. Yeah. So I'm thinking a draw here.
Alright, so we're in disagreement for the first game.
Yeah.
I was gonna say West Ham, that 3-0 loss was a surprising result, but they couldn't get it. Spurs, very, very fortunate to get that draw. I think Sheffield were by far the better team and just plain robbed by VAR in my opinion. So yeah, I'm just not a fan of VAR. I didn't agree with this call in particular. But for this coming game, I think that Spurs are probably going to be able to be more organized than they have been. They've shown glimpses of it. I think Spurs are going to pull off an away win here.
Are there more Spurs players on international duty
than West Ham?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yes. If I'm going to think of internationals for West Ham, who are you looking at? Yarmolenko?
Yeah.
Felipe Anderson, I don't think he's going to make results. We'll see. Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, what do you think? Bournemouth versus Wolves. Bournemouth lost 2-1 at Newcastle. Surprising again. They had 2/3 possession, but only 4 shots on target out of 16 shots. Wolves beat Villa 2-1 at home in a pretty tight game. Wilson and Jimenez are both scoring. On paper, I think Wolves are slightly better, but I feel Bournemouth should be able to get a point at home. So draw.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with Rog here. Wolves probably the better team on paper, My gut feeling though is telling me a Wolves win here, but based on form and stats and things like that, I'm also going to say a draw in this game. Just a side note, I think for me personally, Callum Wilson's time is up in my fantasy league team. He's probably going to get shipped out this week.
Just to me, I don't think Wolves have been scoring that many either. They haven't had 2 since their City away win.
What a game to get 2 goals.
Yeah. They've only had 1 goal every game. So I think
But they're
Bournemouth
capable.
should be able to get 1 goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can see at least a draw.
Okay,
for
that makes
Bournemouth.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could possibly get another one even.
Yeah.
But I don't really see Wolves getting 2. Like, I don't know.
Like I say,
Being
just
away.
a gut feel.
Yeah, just a gut feel, mate. Alright, so next is Arsenal versus Southampton. Xhaka was left out in their 2-0 loss at Leicester. They were deservedly beaten as I expected. They looked like they were in an exhibition game. No hunger for the ball, no heart in playing or going forward. Consistently being pressured to back pass. Southampton also lost, surprising to me. They didn't play particularly well and got punished. So, I don't know, I think, isn't it a love-hate relationship? Arsenal, I think they can...
I love it.
Yeah, they have the quality to win against Southampton. At best, I can see like a 3-1 or something like that.
Don't you think it's a good opportunity for you guys to like make a statement?
Yes, it is, but every game is. Like, I don't know what they've been doing for the last month. Like, they've had so many games. They're like, twice in a row at home. They take the lead, and then they lose the lead.
Yeah.
And like, what are you doing? Like,
2 goal leads as well.
yeah, and like, yeah, exactly. Like, but still, we didn't really go forward. Every time we got the ball, they would come up, like at least one player would come up to us and like try to hassle us.
Yeah.
And we never see that. We, on Arsenal's side, when they get the ball, we let like jog near them and then like let them pass. And
See, I see elements of that in United as well, and I think this goes back to when we spoke about sometimes you don't need the most skilled players in your team. Sometimes you just need those
hustlers.
straight up, hustlers, hard workers, those Hendersons, the Milners, the Darren Fletchers, like those kind of players. Not the big names to do special things.
No.
Just average Joes doing the simple things.
Yeah.
So for Arsenal, I was going to say, although we did predict that loss, the manner in which it came might be a bit worrying for these guys. I'm thinking the international break may have come at a good time for you guys.
Yeah.
Clean slate, so I'm going with an Arsenal win here.
Alright, next is Brighton versus Leicester. Brighton lost 3-1 at United, where they had 6 shots total, and 2 of which were on target in the whole 90 minutes. Leicester won at home, as mentioned, in a show of champion display. Although Brighton is a tough gig to play at, I feel Leicester can smell blood now, and being second, I can see them continue their charge towards Liverpool.
Yeah, I think Leicester, they put in a typical Leicester display against you guys. High pressure, not giving you guys a chance to rest. Yeah, it was great from a non-Arsenal fan point of view. Although, there's something, again, my gut is just telling me, Brighton could be the kind of team to maybe cause Leicester to drop some points here. That's not what I'm saying though. I am saying a Leicester win. But I don't know what, there's just something in me that's saying, Leicester away, Brighton could have a scrappy 1-1 maybe. But as Roger put it perfectly, Leicester, they've got that hunger now, they're so close to the top, deservedly. Leicester win.
Palace versus Liverpool. Palace lost 2-0 at Chelsea, as expected. They couldn't control the ball and failed to find that last pass or the shot.
Very disappointing.
Yeah, having only shot 3 times and 1 on target in the whole game. Liverpool beat City 3-1 at home in a convincing win where Bravo played instead of Edison. I can't see Palace getting any points here. Outclassed, definitely, by Liverpool. So Liverpool win here for sure.
In seasons past, I think it was Palace who caused Liverpool to drop points and things, but I can't see the same thing happening again. Palace was so poor against Chelsea, and coupled with Chelsea being really good on the day, they created a few chances, very poor in possession, and then you look at Liverpool, they're just doing Liverpool things. So Liverpool.
Next is Everton versus Norwich. Everton showing some signs of improved form since Gomez's injury. So what was that effect we were talking about?
The mentality clause.
Yeah, the mentality clause.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe that could be happening. I'm not sure.
Even if it's not, we'll just say it is.
Yeah. Norwich lost 2-0 at home against Watford, so they are officially the weakest team now.
We saw that one coming.
Yeah. Norwich away, Everton win here for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Everton win.
Watford versus Burnley. Watford is back to scoring ways, and I can see this continuing at home, especially from Deulofeu.
Yep.
I'm not sure if Dini is ever coming back. What's going on?
I'm getting tired of talking about him like not coming back. He's like Pogba.
Yeah. Yeah. So if he does come back, even more so, I think it should be a Watford win here. Burnley are also doing well, but only mainly in home games. So I think Watford should be able to get 3 points here, 2-1 or whatever.
Yeah. I think Burnley, they'll be on a high after that 3-0 win, but I think even they should be thinking that the result was kind of a freak result.
Yeah.
3-0. Watford, solid team, as you said. Deulofeu looking good. Even without Dini, now they're looking a bit more free-flowing.
Yeah.
I think Watford gonna get that W here.
City versus Chelsea. City were beaten by the leaders, obviously. We said, as we said, but also they had a few tough VAR calls that sort of changed the mentality of the game or momentum.
The handball, yeah.
Yeah. So the Liverpool handball was dismissed, and then the counter resulted in a goal on the other side. So, but yeah, all in all, I still see trouble in City's defense at the moment, with Edison away. Yeah, so Chelsea are in form, on the other hand. Third place at the moment, scoring a few goals. I can see a Chelsea win here because of City's poor defense, and Chelsea are sort of on a run. Yeah, and Pulisic is starting to warm up.
Yep.
Which is good to see. Like, I'd like to see Pepe warm up like that. Like, you know.
Just before I get into my analysis, I was just thinking now as Roger was talking, it's a good time to be a neutral fan. For so long we've seen like the league dominated by just the usual big six names. But like now you look at, you've got Liverpool, okay, obviously at top, but then you've got like Leicester and Chelsea, like this young, exuberant team. It's an exciting time to be like, it's different names.
Chelsea is considered one of the top six.
Yeah, I know they are, but I mean, remember at the beginning of the season, we didn't give them a chance because of the youth in the team, but they're doing really well. Like, they're showing that. How many actual big names are in that Chelsea team?
No, not really.
No.
Yeah.
And they're doing really well. Like it's great to like watch them like succeed.
Yeah.
If you were a neutral, obviously I'm a United fan. We've got an Arsenal fan here. Not really the best season for us, but as fans of football,
yeah, I think Chelsea, Lampard's definitely done something here.
Well, that fine system.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah. So good work on his part. I don't see Emery like getting their team motivated as well, or even Solskjaer. Like, they're not that motivated. Yeah, so could we see a change of management in the horizon?
How soon? We're talking January? It seems like Arsenal Fan TV is shouting out they want change in January. I'm happy to keep Solskjaer until at least the end of season. I think he's slowly growing into the role, but maybe a bit too slowly.
Reports are saying the board is happy with Emery. So, what do you think? Should he be out at Emery or Solskjaer even in January?
Let's see.
Yeah, give us your comments.
Anyway, sorry. Back to Man City and Chelsea. Chelsea, professional performance, limited Palace's chances. they did really well. I made a few notes. Reece James for Chelsea, great performance. As well as Pulisic, as Raj mentioned, really growing into that role, looking pretty dangerous every time he goes forward.
Yeah.
I'm keeping an eye on him for my fantasy league team. City, beaten by the mighty Liverpool. VAR, once again, had to say, could go as far as to say they changed the game with VAR. It's going to be an exciting game. The youthfulness of Chelsea versus the experience of City. Raj thinks Chelsea, I'm thinking Man City. Let us know what you think.
Alright, next is Sheffield versus United. As I mentioned, Sheffield drew at Spurs and United won at home. This will be a really good test for United, I think. They've improved in form lately, so getting back to wins and scoring more goals per game. But can they break this strong defensive team? I am not that confident. I am actually pretty happy with Sheffield's performances. As you said before, this season is quite interesting. And to me, Sheffield is one of those teams. They probably don't score that much, but yeah, I can see a Sheffield win here.
Sheffield win?
I can see a clean sheet.
Clean sheet?
1-0.
Okay. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but what I will say is I was really, really, really happy with our performance against Brighton. I was so happy that I forgot that it's just Brighton. Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves and think like, okay, this is it now. It was just Brighton. Great performance, nonetheless. As Raj said once again, this is going to be a true test of our capabilities. I can see what Raj is saying, but I want to be more positive. Someone say a draw, not a United win. I think it is going to be tough for us to break that defense. We really showed we made so many great chances against Brighton. If we can do the same thing, sure, we could win. But it's a big if. So I'm going to say a draw here. Us being away, Sheffield being organized, draw.
The main reason for not seeing not even a draw for you guys is I feel Sheffield's one of those hustling teams.
Yeah,
like Leicester.
Pressing.
Yeah, pressing. And United and Arsenal aren't good at facing these teams.
Handling pressure.
Yeah, we can't dribble and pass quickly enough against these teams. To go against one of these teams, you probably need Liverpool speed or even like a team like Real Madrid or Barca, like their play style where they're so quick at passing and tiki-taka, running. That's how you beat these hustling teams, and using skill to overcome their effort and work rate. But I don't see that in United and Arsenal. Alright, next, last, Villa versus Newcastle. Villa lost 2-1 at Wolves, which isn't a bad result. Wolves aren't that bad. Newcastle got lucky again, I must say. Both headers from backline again. First back-to-back win this season for Newcastle. Surprising, but I don't see that continuing, because to me, if you're gonna rely on your defenders for goals, like 3 goals last time and 2 goals this time,
it'll stop.
Yeah, it'll stop eventually, because that's sort of getting lucky and getting set pieces right, and you can train for that, yeah, sure, but you're not gonna get that luck every time, and I think Villa are stronger.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Raj here. Villa, they were unable to overcome Wolves. Not the worst result. Wolves, great team. Newcastle got another win. And a draw is possible here, but Villa definitely have more to offer. So, Villa win.
Alright, so fantasy got beat again.
Hey!
74 points from Prev and 59 from me.
I told you, man, Jimenez was pulling it out for me. There was a few weeks back when I said Jimenez could do some things. Man's been doing some things.
Well, I picked the right captain at least, Abraham, and he got the points for me. I had Vardy as well, who got a lot of points. Mane, Aubameyang didn't. Well, I had my best team on the floor, so good pick for teams, but or who to play actually on the first team and who to be on the bench. But I think the time is up for James on my team, so I've swapped him out for Madison.
Already? Okay.
Yeah. So Leicester, I think, have a good fixture schedule coming up. I've taken out James because he hasn't been really getting points and he hasn't been getting value. So yeah, I'm keeping Mount for now, but he's going to sell at 6.5 if I sell him now. I bought him for 6.2, but he's valued at 6.8. So I'm just waiting for that next jump in price, and as soon as that happens, I'm going to change him to. I'm going to leave Cantwell. Like, he's probably not going to drop further in points, but maybe he will. But then I don't get to play that fifth midfielder most of the time anyway. I'm keeping Aubameyang in for now. I'm hoping for Arsenal's form to come good again. So I'll give it maybe 2 or 3 games. If not, I might. But yeah, keeping that back line to like budget teams. But they're not bad players. Like Sheffield's defense is good. I've got a Bournemouth player, Leicester player. From stats, I see Montoya playing further up in midfield in the lineups sometimes, so I feel he has a chance of getting goals as often as Dunk. If that's the case, yeah, I'm going to stick with Montoya for a few games and see how I go.
Do you want to throw your team up on the screen?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, so because we're filming a bit early, we're still going through international games. We're not sure of the injuries or what's going to happen. And before we start recording, Prev did mention things like the Sterling Gomez issue could happen to like any team. And yeah, if no injuries and things stay as is, then this is my team.
Cool. Yes. So I did win again last week, but don't forget, Rod, you got -8, right? Because of that made a big difference. Whereas I made no changes last week. This time around, I've got 2 free transfers. So I'm thinking, as I said, I'm probably going to get rid of Callum Wilson. And last week or the week before that, where I put Madison and Tielemans in my team, I think I mentioned this was kind of a test to see which player would do better and I'd sell the other one. But now, as I was also looking at the fixtures coming up, Leicester looking quite good. So I'm not sure if I should just double up on the Leicester team and keep both of them. But I do want to bring Pulisic into my team. So if I were to keep my 2 Leicester players, I'd need to get rid of either Son, Mane or De Bruyne. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to get rid of either of them. So I don't know. I need to look at Chelsea's fixtures.
I'd get rid of Son.
He's been getting points. 8 a game last week. He was also the one I was thinking about, but he's getting points. So, because Harry Kane hasn't been doing it, although Harry Kane got a hat-trick for England. But we've been saying that he's been scoring goals for England, not for Spurs, so this is why I'm keeping Son, because he seems to be doing the business for Premier League. Yeah, for right now, Callum Wilson is going to go out. Someone in the midfield is going to go out as well. And so the players I'd like to bring in are Aubameyang or Pulisic.
Aubameyang now? Really?
Yeah, I have faith.
He hasn't changed in price or value.
No,
so
he has not.
Yeah.
Because
do you see him going up though? At his caliber?
No, because usually those players at those high values don't go up. But I'm not buying him for the value really. I'm buying him because his name is always up there, top 5, top 3, Golden Boot at the end of the season. And when you watch him play, he's the one who looks to make things happen. So we'll see. Again, I like Aubameyang a lot, but I don't think it's necessary for me to get him in right now. So we'll see how it goes. Vardy, another one. He's about 9 point some change.
You didn't get him early?
No. Because my strikers are Jimenez, Callum Wilson, Tammy Abraham. Yeah, not big names. So the time is coming.
Would you take out Abraham?
No. Also, a dude who's been pretty clutch for me when I brought him in is Tomori.
Oh,
That was a good buy on him, I must say.
yeah, I can see some players having him in the defenders. Yeah, I'm not sure about getting clean sheets for Chelsea.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Like, I like to pick the cheap ones where they're getting a few clean sheets here and there.
Balance is important. So I'm happy I've got one Chelsea defender. Even if he doesn't keep clean sheets, he's not bad going forward. But then I've got my other bankers like RK, Lundstrom, Dunk. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, when I've made my changes, this is my team here. Alright?
So, yeah, let us know what you think about City, Chelsea, Emery out or in,
VAR,
yes or no, Sheffield United.
How you feeling about Leicester and Chelsea up there in the top of the table? A lot of things to talk about this week.
Yeah, it's actually pretty tight.
Yeah,
the table at the moment, although it's nearly a third over.
It's very tight.
Yeah, it's super tight. The whole table is pretty tight.
3 points, 17 and 14. So from 5th, you could drop down all the way to 15th.
Yeah,
with one
loss. Yeah, so it's really tight at the moment down there. Yeah, who do you think will actually be top 6 now? Give us your thoughts. Catch you next time. Happy game week.